A few weeks ago, I took a look at a really unique product from a company called DGNOG. They were some USB wireless handheld microphones that were very compact and easy to use. And now DGNOG has sent me this. This is the R4-Pro. It's their professional wireless mixer. It's a combination of a small analog mixer with a pair of wireless microphones with the built-in receiver on the mixer itself. It's pretty cool, it's very compact, and we're gonna find out today if it's any good. I'm gonna do a full unboxing, show you how to set this guy up, give you a quick test, and let you know my thoughts as to whether or not it's worth grabbing one for yourself. Now, if you're new here, thank you for joining me. My name is Jordan. This is the Phase Reviews YouTube channel, and as always, if you're a subscriber, welcome back. We're gonna dive into this in just a moment, but if you're not yet subscribed, consider becoming one. It helps the channel grow, and I would, of course, appreciate you for it a lot. Now, let's not waste any more time with that. Let's take a look at this DGNOG R4-Pro. So we always start with packaging on this channel, and this packaging has seen some better days. This came to me all the way from China. You know, they sent this straight from the company, and it's a little beat up, but the product inside survived, I think. So we'll find out. Now, they do have some nice full color pictures here that show you the mixer and the mics itself. It says built like a tank, so hopefully that's true. 48 volt phantom power, I guess if you want to use condenser microphones, MP3 player, USB plug and play, so you can pair this with a computer. And then it's got some antenna on it, inputs and outputs. There's not really much more on the box here, so let's just dive right into opening up this mixing console, okay? So slipping open this, looks like it goes this way. If we slide it open like that, on top, we've got this very generic looking RCA to 3.5 millimeter cable. So that's just kind of thrown on top of the box. That's nice. And then here we have the mixer and the mics themselves. Oh, there's one more cable here. This is a USB-C to USB. So this is a little mixer that could be used for live streaming or for recording to your computer. So that's super nice. If we pull this out of the box here, out of the plastic, we'll take a look at the mixer itself. It's very compact. It looks similar to some other, more well-known Mackie Behringer type. I don't know, what would these be, like a 4-channel or a 6-channel mixer. It looks like this one has 2 combo 1/4-inch XLR inputs, mic or line, with 48 volt phantom power. You've also got inputs 3 and 4, which are just these RCAs right here, so it's kind of a stereo input. We've got record outputs, we've got main outputs, which are 1/4-inch. We've got, let's see, this little switch here to go between aux in and the RCA inputs. There also is the 3.5 millimeter aux in cable right there with an independent level control for each of those channels. The 2 XLR 1/4-inch channels have a little 3-band EQ with sliders, an effects knob, a gain knob up at the top to get your levels right. We also have a USB level control right here, as well as our main volume or main level output. We do have headphone output right here with a headphone level, as well as a mic, another mic input right here, a 3.5 mil mic input. That's cool. And then a digital audio player. So if you want to play audio from a USB stick or Bluetooth, we also have a little player right here, which we'll test in just a moment. Around the back, we have the USB power. So it looks like this cable actually is probably for charging, not for streaming to PC. Although it does look like from the little diagram there, we can play audio from the PC on this guy. So we'll check that out. And then we have the 2 antenna on the back. Now these are kind of smaller antenna. I'm not going to expect like groundbreaking distance with these guys, but they're just, it's built in. It's like all in one. You don't need separate things, which is nice. Now underneath we have, it looks like another USB cable, USB to USB. I don't know, maybe this is for connecting to your computer to play audio or recording. And then we've got a manual right here, which is just a single sheet of very small text. Let's see if this tells us about the USB right there. Okay, so checking in this one sheet manual here, it says that the USB on the back can be used to power it or can connect to the computer and work as a USB sound card. So you can live stream and record with this. That's pretty cool. We kind of went over the rest of those, the Bluetooth, the MP3 player, all the different inputs and outputs. That's all, we're gonna test them in just a moment. Now, They also include a couple of these anti-roll things for the microphone. We've seen those in other videos I've done, but if you haven't, I'll show you in just a moment. And then here are the microphones themselves. Now these are noticeably lightweight compared to like the Phoenix Pro that I reviewed recently, but they have a good look to them, but they're definitely not as heavy as the ones I've reviewed before. Now we're gonna pull off this plastic here, which looks like it's kind of covering up this glossy portion of the microphone, which is beautiful and definitely gonna be fingerprint prone. This is plastic end cap here, we'll pull that off. And then that's a spot for some AA's, which it does not look like it came with, so we'll have to add those. There is a power button right here. I don't know if this is a changeable frequency. We will find that out in just a moment. Let's get the rest of this plastic out of here. And so these are those anti-roll collars. You just slide these onto the microphones, and it prevents it if you set it on a table from rolling off the side. So super nice to have, and I like that they're black instead of like the really bright, obnoxious colors. Okay, so we've got it set up. Now, one of the downsides to this is going to be that the USB power, it doesn't have like a standard IEC or something, which I would have liked to see, but this is dual purpose. You can, you know, connect your computer for the live streaming component. These equalizer, or I guess EQ sliders right here, they're pretty scratchy and rough. They have a detent in the middle, so I'm just going to keep mine locked in right there. And we do have like a very primitive level display at the top for each of these channels, -20, 0, +4, +10. It does not look like we have a master volume or a master level meter to keep track of right there as well. Okay, so let me get this plugged into like a USB power block, and we'll get some batteries for the microphone and we'll do a little bit of a test. Okay, so I've got everything all set up now. Now this is the mixer right here. You can see that these EQ sliders actually have a little LED on the middle of each of them, so that's cool. Nice and bright, lets you know where your levels are at. I'm not gonna mess with them though. We've got the main output right here. I'm just using a single output just to simplify things. I don't have enough converters to go from 1/4 inch to XLR for my speakers. So now, up at the top here, we've got the two mics, and I've got batteries in one of our wireless microphones here, and it connected immediately to this mic right here, and it says B, so, and there's also an A LED next to it. So I think both of the mic channels come in to this one mic 2 section right here. Now, I imagine if you're using the wireless mics, you're not gonna be able to use the XLR 1/4 inch combo input. There's a little button below it that says mic on. That's how you select the wireless microphones. So this is channel B. You can actually see as I talk into it that we're getting some response here on the levels. Maybe if I tilt it like that, yeah, you can kind of see that response right there. And so if I bring up this, I've got the main volume at 12 o'clock. I'm gonna just start bringing up the level 2, the input 2 volume. Check, 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 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And the first thing I notice is the sound quality is actually pretty dang good. It's very full. It doesn't sound like it's missing any certain frequency, and I would be more than happy to do an event with this microphone. You're definitely picking up the low end, which is something a lot of cheap microphones leave out, and I like to hear that. Now, we've got the effects. We might as well try the effects while we do it. I imagine this is gonna be some reverb. Check, check, yeah, okay. So that's pretty like pingy, echoey, hello. That's like the max. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that off, but that sounds really good, and you can tell it overdrives really easy with the echo all the way up, but with it off, I'm not overdriving it, and I'm speaking like right on top of the microphone, so that's really good. So that's how you use the wireless microphone. The batteries went right in it. You connect to it, click mic on channel 2, and away you go. Now I also want to check the Bluetooth function. So that's on this little display over here, okay? There's a button that says mode. You click mode and BT will come up. It'll start flashing. Go to your device and just select whatever one becomes available for pairing. Let me see what it's called. It's called BT NS Mix, okay? So I've already connected to it. If I go to my media player here, now before I start demoing it for you, one thing to notice is once you're connected to the Bluetooth, you want to make sure down here at the bottom where it says USB level, you click the little button in the top left that says to main. That will send the signal from the USB or the Bluetooth player to the main output. So I clicked that, so it's on. I'm gonna click play on my phone, and then I'm gonna start bringing up that USB level function right here. And you can hear that coming in. Now, I'm only using one of the outputs on this guy, and there's plenty of volume. It's not like lacking at all in the output, okay? There's plenty of signal there. So if I was using both the right and left outputs into a pair of speakers, you know, this is not underpowered by any means. Again, if I hit play, I've got the USB level on my phone is almost maxed out, and then the Bluetooth, and then the level on here is at like 70% right now. Now again, I don't have a main level meter, so I'm not sure like how all of my inputs, you know, are compared to each other, but you know, it's not the end of the world. The main level I do have at the noon, the 12 o'clock position, and to the right of the main level are these two LEDs that say slip, L and R. I'm wondering if those are like limit lights or overdrive lights. I mean, they occasionally flash when I speak into it. I'm not sure if you know, that's really helpful as far as keeping your levels in check. So, you know, this is pretty easy to operate. You know, I plugged it into just a USB power block. It turned right on. The microphone connected without any issues. You can select different channels by unscrewing the cap of the microphone here and clicking the channel button, and you'll actually cycle through different frequencies if you're having some interference. And all in all, this is, you know, pretty well built. It's plastic and it's pretty lightweight, but just the fact that you can have your mic receiver and your mixer all in one little, like, I don't know, 8-inch unit, 6-inch unit is pretty freaking cool. This is gonna be great for those that are just trying to do like a public address system, maybe for like, I don't know, a senior center or a elementary school, or you just need something compact you can teach someone to set up and use very easily. This is a great solution for that. And I would consider this maybe disposable. Like if this broke, it's probably pretty easy and pretty affordable to get another one. So that's really nice to see. So again, this is the DGNOG R4-Pro. If you want to pick one of these up for yourself, I will of course include a link down in the description. You can buy through there, support the channel. I would love you for it. And if you're not already, consider becoming a subscriber. It helps the channel grow. And who knows, maybe I'll do more giveaways in the future. I've given away some microphones and sound cards in the past. You could be the next winner. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.